I lived in Mexico the first 5 years of my life. During that time, the living conditions in Mexico were very dangerous due to all the criminal activity between the cartels and the police. It got to the point where you would hear stories every day about kidnappings, drive-bys, and shootings all over the place. Not only were they injuring themselves, but also the innocent civilians. At that moment, my parents decided to move my family to the United States, sadly leaving my mother behind. Moving to a new school was not an easy experience as I had no prior knowledge of the English language. And as many of you know, children are very judgmental at a very young age, which is why we get bullied for my accent and mispronunciation of English words. Having to adapt to these events was tough as I did not have my mother with me. For instance, my elementary school would hold an annual family picnic, and they were hurt seeing all the full families knowing my mom could not attend these events with me. But during that time, I really got engaged in math because for me it was like a universal language. I joined many clubs, I competed in the math bee so I could get behind all these problems and focus on my education. And when I transitioned into middle school, it was a very bad environment. There was a lot of kids behaving bad and like how you would see in many middle schools. But me and my friends managed to stay in a little group and focus in school, and that's when my teacher, my algebra teacher, put a couple of my friends together and we competed at the Math Council local level, where surprisingly, through our hard work, we managed to make it all the way to the state level, which was the first time my school had ever gone to that level. So when I transitioned into high school after that, I really was engaged in math, which is why I joined the engineering program at my school, and I joined UIL and many events like that for math. But during that time, I suffered imposter syndrome because I felt like I wasn't proud of myself with what I had accomplished. I made myself feel weaker. But my friends pushed me forward, and I managed to be proud of who I am. And that's when I joined the NASA Aerospace program, the Quest Bridge Scholars program, and I felt more proud of myself. And during all these events, I learned a lot of lessons that in the end are gonna make me a better, stronger person, which is why I hope, hopefully in the future, I set my goal to become an aerospace engineer and someday work for NASA. And that was my self story. Thank you.